I gotta live how I really say I lived out. When I was tripping in my sin, I had to sit down. Cause you can't help nobody out if you ain't healed out. I gotta live how I really say I lived out. Had to make my mind up. Satan, he really tryna come blind us. He don't want me to see your glory, talking Shekinah. I've been forgiven, but he always tryna remind us. Only one that I boast in is always been Jireh. Every word is inspired by you, that's God breathe. Put your trust in the Father, that's the gospel of peace. Keeping Christ in the center like the top of the key. Don't you know there's a shepherd after the lost sheep? You can burn it down if you ain't pleased with it. You can burn it down, cause I can't leave with it. He won't turn you down. You know the blood did it. He won't turn you down. Won't turn you down, no. Yo, for exaltation comes neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge. He puts down one, he exalts another.
Hit me with your best shot. I lean on the rock, grounded like I'm in my teens. When you know who you are, start living different. Greater is he that's in me. Handiwork, I'm his masterpiece. I hold onto his truth. His power made perfect when I'm weak. I'm really solid. You really thought you said something. He really him. I'm drinking my water, minding my business. You really thought you had a hold on me, tryna run up on me. Keep running your mouth. I'm about that action. If you wanna see.
All right, we're here. Let's go. Let me see. All right, where's she at? Come on in, my friend. Let's see where she at, though. All right, here we go. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I got everything going. All right. Good evening, everyone. To a special episode this evening of K.W.U podcast. We got my friend right here. You know, Coach J is in the building. Miss J, as I call her. How are you? And let everybody know who you is. I think I did most of it. To let them know. Oh, you on the mute. There you go.
Hear me?
All right, now yes.
Everybody, hello everybody. Thank you for
You on mute again. You're on mute. You gotta mute yourself. You gotta unmute yourself.
let's see what
Says, oh, all right. There you go. Yes, ma'am. All right, now can you say that again, please? Oh, you on mute again? Oh, can't mute. I guess. Okay, still on mute. Hold on, yo. She's on mute still. Still on mute. Okay. Still on mute. Just waiting on her, y'all.
yeah.
There you go. All right, man. Everything good? Is everything good now?
I hope so. This is not the microphone I wanted to use, but the computer put it back at. But we're gonna get through this.
Oh yeah, you already know.
We're gonna get through this. But yes, thank you, my love, for inviting me. I am so excited. I am Coach Angela Miss J Johnson, honey. Your talk show host for Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. And we're gonna talk about whatever tonight. I don't know.
All right, look. Well, I'm glad that you're here and welcome. And don't mind me. I'm just sharing a few things like right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
One, two, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Right now, indeed. You know what I'm saying? So let's just take our time. We got time. Look, we got time, and I haven't done a late show like this in so long. So this right here was different for me.
Oh
You know what
wow.
I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done a late show like this in quite some time. Really, quite some time.
Oh wow. Well, I appreciate you being flexible with me. I really
Oh
appreciate it.
yeah, you're very welcome. So let everybody know what you do. Let's get into it this evening. Shall we? Let's get into it this evening.
Okay, well, first I am a new author. I just published a book 2.5 months ago in a journal. My book is called From Being Terrified of Menopause to Embracing It and Becoming the
Mm.
Woman That I Am Today. That's my book. And my Unfiltered Thoughts Guided Journal for women that's navigating through the process of menopause and beyond. It doesn't mean that journal is just strictly for people that's going through menopause. That's why.
Right, you're on mute again. You on mute again. Sorry, y'all. Like it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a night because it's keep on being on mute.
Refresh my screen, y'all.
All right. But anyway, y'all, how is everybody evening, y'all? How is everybody evening? Man, I hope that everybody is having a great evening. It is Monday, man. It is Monday. We're gonna talk about a few things indeed. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all know how we do it at K.W.U podcast. We talk about life. We talk about faith. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it all. You know, and the things that we endure on the journey of life to get where we are at in life right now. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is awesome. You know what I'm saying? And she's back again. Hold on, guys. You see? So why is it not letting me? Oh, add it to, there you go.
Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we straight now. Okay. I had to switch my
Oh,
microphones. I apologize about that, y'all. But look, this is technology. This is podcasting world. This stuff that's happens,
yes,
And
it does.
yes, and I thank y'all for waiting and being patient. But yes, that doesn't mean that journal is just for everybody, women that's going through menopause. That's why I said for women and beyond. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
and I'm also a talk show host of. This is my 6th year. I podcast every day 6 years. This is my 6th season for Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. I am also I wear a lot of hats, y'all. I am
I
also
know.
I am also a bedroom candy lifestyle consultant. Yes, let me be your personal shopper. I am
Okay.
still practicing at 64 years old. Just celebrated my 64th birthday in July. I am
Oh,
still
well, nice.
practicing professional makeup artistry going on 37 years now. Yes, I still slay faces, y'all, right here in my studio. I still
Now,
do
right
that.
now, look,
Yeah.
look. All right. I heard it all, and I know that you were coat of many. You know, because I feel like that God had blessed you with all those gifts and more. So you're an author. So let's talk about you being an author. What was the process of that, and why you named your book that book? And is this your first book? You said.
My very first book.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to tell y'all how I came about it.
Okay,
Um,
sure.
for 2 or 3 years, I've been wanting to do this. I would write what I have on my and look, I'm going to tell y'all I mess some words up sometime, but y'all just bear with me, okay? But
Take your time.
I was putting writing stuff down, manuscript. That's the word, manuscript, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
did it for 2 years, right? So I started getting scared. I said, wait a minute, no, I ain't ready to do this. I took it and put it up in my attic, put my manuscript away in my attic. I did. And
Okay.
it sat there up until this past January, where
Wow.
I was sitting out here in my studio, and a lot of people don't understand when you hear God talking to you, you gotta react. And
Man.
I remember hearing him speak to me and say, "It's your time. It's
Mm.
your time." And I kept saying, "It's my time for what? It's my time." But I couldn't figure it out. So after about a couple hours, it kept still saying in my spirit, "It's your time." Then I said, "Okay, it's my
Man.
time. It's my time to get my book out, to do my book." I went right up there in that attic, got it out, got my
Mm-hmm.
manuscript, came out here in the studio, started reading it, make sure stuff was in line like I wanted to be. I added some more stuff to it. That was in this past January. I
Oh wow.
finally, I finally hit the button to release it. April, May, May,
Mm.
April,
Okay.
May of this year. I did, and let me tell y'all something. When I sat out here in this studio, and I uploaded my book, I cried like a baby because I was so happy and still scared. It took me a while to hit that publish button. God knows it
Mm-hmm.
did. I kept
Wow.
like I was gonna hit it, then I stopped. Then after a while he said, "I got your back. Why are you scared?" And I
Right.
went right on and hit that button, and man, when I did, it felt like something had just lifted it up off of me. And I cried out,
Man.
"Okay, God," I said, "it's in your hands." I said, "It's just your hands." But that book was inspired. Um, it's true story. That book
Okay.
was inspired from my childhood.
Okay.
That's why
Good.
I called it, excuse me, from being terrified. It was a reason why I wanted that word terrified put up front.
Mm-hmm.
From being terrified of menopause. It was some reasons for that. It was some reason for that. And you will be surprised. Grandma used to always say your childhood will always dictate your adulthood. You will be surprised
Interesting.
how things in our childhood spills over until our adulthood. And that's what happened with me. That's what happened with me. My book,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like men too. Let me say this, just because it's for men now, I mean for women navigating and going through perimenopause and menopause. Men, let me say this: that does not mean you cannot purchase this book and give it to your
Interesting.
wife. Okay,
Oh.
let me
Okay.
say that. Okay, because it's a lot in it. It's a lot in it. But it goes from me being terrified to being in the boardroom. Okay, having
Mm-hmm.
multiple businesses. All right, being the woman that I
Right.
am now, being the confident woman that I am now, it goes from that to this. You see, because I mean, man, when I tell you my self-esteem was done
Done.
years
Done.
ago.
Done. Done.
It was
I heard that.
done. It really was. But I went through I went through a certain process. All right, I went through a certain
So.
process to
So.
get where
So
I
what
am
was
now.
that? Wow. This is your first book, right?
Yes.
So I remember right when I wrote my first book,
Okay.
and 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 I know what it is to have your first book, right? When I first got my first book in the mail, I held that book. I was like, "Wow, this is my first book." Like I literally like held it and I read it because my first book was from a spiral notebook. All my poems and all my thoughts was
Mm-hmm.
down there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Hey sis, good evening. But yeah, so when I got my first book, right, I like read it and I seen it come to life. You know what I'm saying? And one of my sisters, which is my spiritual mother, she helped me out with it. Great woman of God, what I'm saying and stuff like that. And she asked me like, how how do you want your book? Like she already knew that I love basketball, so
Okay.
that was already part of the cover, And I said I want a basketball in flames. You know what I'm saying? And she, and
Okay.
she and she was like, all right. So I gave her some ideas from offline just to give her a little thought, And from there, I I seen my first book. I sold them, made some pretty good money. Then I did my second one. I made some pretty good money there. I did my third one. that was a good one too, because I had to like really like dig deep down in there. You know what I'm saying? And I had to ask my mom some questions too.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid and this, that, and the third, and she was like, Brian, I can't think like that. I said, all right, just give me something that you know and remember. Then my fourth book, which is it's a book, and it's a book of poems. So the first one, the second one, and the fourth one is a book of poems. And the fifth one that I'm working on right now, I believe that's that's that is like that's a rediscover. I'm gonna just give y'all that right now. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So it's part of rediscovering not just me but yourself, and the stuff
Exactly.
that and the stuff that I went through this year, the year before. I'm talking about everything in this book. Where are your books located, sis?
Um, my books and journal is located on lulu.com. I'll put that in the chat. Lulu.com. That's where you can purchase them at lulu.com. And you can search for, put in from being time you put in the word from being terrified, it's gonna come up. You ain't got to put the whole thing, but you put in from being terrified, it's gonna come up. And then my journals is called Unfiltered Thoughts. Okay.
Mm. So
Yes.
why? So why that? So why that?
Okay, the reason why I did the journal is it's called Unfiltered Thoughts, a guided journal to release, reflect, and rise. Okay, because I've always been a type of person, even going through school, even going through high school and all. I love to write. Sometimes it pays to write your feelings down, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then as you go back and read, you can get a more better perspective of seeing where you now after you done came out or whatever you was going through. You go back and look at what you wrote down. You can see where you came from, right? So
Mm.
I thought about the journal. I said, okay, now this journal, like I said, it's not only for menopausal women. That's why I said menopausal women that's navigated menopause, and for women beyond. That means
Beyond.
you don't have to be going on menopause. Get the journal. You see what I'm saying? Get the journal. Um, so to me, when you putting down your feelings, now let me say this. I always
Okay.
say this warning. And the reason why let me say this, and it's gonna tie into what I want to say.
Okay.
I had to add this part in the journal because it was something that I went through. It was about
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago. I went through this 5 day like a camp, ladies camp or something, where you healing, in other words. Okay.
Yeah.
You going through some healing stuff, but it was one thing, the last assignment that we had to do, and
Okay.
that was to write a letter to the little girl in you.
Mm.
Okay. Now I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you, when I did that, and a lot more people, no, she didn't. She read some of them out, but she didn't tell who it was. You know what I mean? That wrote the thing, that wrote the letters. But when I was doing mines, that when I
Mm-hmm.
tell y'all, and I'm being very, because one thing people know about me, I'm very transparent. When
That
I
you are.
did my letter to the little girl in me, because I went through something, okay, to the little girl
Mm-hmm.
in me. When I tell you, it opened up a door, my eyes, and it felt like a whole lot of weight was lifted up off me. And a lot of us don't want to tap into that trauma. Them just going to put on that. A lot of us don't
Right.
want to tap into it. We just keep it on mashing it down and mashing it down. Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
But all the while, you're not good, my loves. You're not good.
Right.
That stuff shows up and it comes back and get you in so many ways. You don't even understand why you had the best man anybody could ever want, but you just threw them away. You don't understand that. So your trauma coming out, it shows up in so many ways. When I did that letter to the little girl in me, oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, I
Yeah.
knew that was what I needed. My letter was about 5 pages.
Wow.
It
That's
was.
in. All right. So my sister from Breaking the Silence podcast
Yes, hey my
said
love, I know her.
said said it helps to right? A letter to your young self because of our growth. You know what? And it's funny that you say all that, right? Because when I look at my books, I laugh. And the book that I'm writing now, I be like, wow, I went through all this. That's a lot of growth. But you know what I've learned though? I've learned that folks will hear your story not always by it being online because I know a lot of folks that read. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yes.
And sometimes that's what folks need. Folks need to be encouraged by our story. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Definitely need to be encouraged, man, because I don't want no woman to feel like that's going through this that you're on this journey by yourself. See, because if you don't try to get out of it, you're gonna be stuck. And
Mm,
that was when I realized I had to get out of that rut that I was in. I had to basically save my marriage. You see what I'm saying?
mm,
I'm telling you, because that's a journey. It's especially if we don't understand what's going on with our bodies or nothing like that. That's a journey that women go on, and that also I want to say this to the men because I do have a letter for the men in there. You
uh
men need to be educated. You
All
have to
right.
get educated on what your woman or your partner is going through, so you will be able to understand how to help her navigate through that. See, because you got some
Mm,
men around here don't even understand. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just losing your mind. No, it's not. No,
mm.
it's not that. You
Mental.
have to get educated. Educate yourself.
And it's funny that it's funny that you say that, right? Because I got mom, grandma, I got nieces,
Yes.
I got aunts, I got female cousins, right? And I try to look for everything when I come across a female, and I remember the stuff that they taught me, and I'd be like, okay, that's a red flag. That's a green flag. That's a good flag. Like I
Hmm.
be
Hmm.
pinpointing stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But you
So
still have to educate yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna be
I'm gonna
walking
try.
around trying to. You can't walk around. You can't when a woman is going through this. You can't walk around thinking for one another. You can't be thinking. Okay, let me say why I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if if your wife is going through this, you thinking one thing, she's thinking another thing, but she's thinking for you. She's thinking maybe that you done lost interest. You thinking maybe she done found somebody else, all because of what she's going through, the libido issues. You see what I'm saying? And
Mm.
it don't be that you
Interesting.
cannot walk around and be thinking for one another. You can't do that. That's
Right.
why it's about being educated. Men get
Educated.
educated so you will understand why your wife why you walk in the bedroom in the wintertime and that AC in that window is 6 to 8. That's me. When you walk to
Uh,
that, your AC is at 6 to 8 in the wintertime. Yes.
oh man, 68 is crazy. Yo, 68 is crazy in the wintertime.
Yes. But that's what it is. That's what it
Right.
is. But if you don't understand, that's gonna be an argument there. Why are you messing with that? Why? But see, if you understand it, all you gotta do is gonna put up quit over you and go on to sleep. That's all you gotta do.
Right. That right there is funny. You know what I'm saying? That right there is fun is funny indeed. Now I got to put that as a little side note. Now, 68 in the eight season in the winter, just in case. Look,
That's right.
now I'm gonna put star for future notes. So the big
Exactly.
circle. Look,
You
look,
better.
just just in case if I come
Just
across
in case.
that. Just in
That's
case,
right.
look. See, I'm learning something indeed. You
That's the
know what I'm
purpose.
saying?
That's the reason why I do this. And I did forget to mention that I also have a coaching business as well, 360 virtual coaching, bringing it all back to the beginning with Coach Angela. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, this is my 4th year doing that.
Okay. Wow, that right there is amazing. So when did that start? Like what? Like
This is my 4th year, and what?
okay.
Let me tell you. I want to tell you how I connected, how I started that business. It's because of my bedroom candy business. Okay, I don't
Mm,
know. I don't know if anyone is aware of Bedroom Candy by Candy Berries, Real Housewives of Atlanta star. She has made it. This is our 13th year, my 7th year in the business and having my own bedroom candy business. But it's
mm,
13 years in it, right? 13 years of having it. um, Made it where people can come in and actually start their own entrepreneurship, start their own business, right? It's a legit business.
that is
You
nice.
sell your product, you get money, you get tax money. It ain't no pyramid, nothing like that, okay? But what I did was because when I realized my bedroom candy business and the items and all that I'm selling, and let me go on and say this too. Let me go on and say
Okay.
this too, because when I've noticed when I do my bedroom candy parties, or if I mention bedroom candy, the first thing people say, "Oh, you sell SEX toys." It's not all about that. It's not all
Right.
about that. It's not only SEX toys. It is also bath and body, vegan bath and body products, which is
Mm,
great for your body, everything, 100%. You see what I'm saying? But the
right.
stigma is behind it. When you mention bedroom candy, oh, you there with you walk around selling SEX. No.
I
Now
mean, that's the first I would think of.
now, Brianna, let me go tell you. I tell folks now, I sell that stuff that help you keep that bedroom on fire. I sure do.
Right, right.
I
Like
sure
I am
do.
doing you a favor. Like I'm doing you a favor. And it's
But that
already
was
done.
why I decided to tie that in, because I decided to tie that coaching in with my bedroom candy business, because
Mm,
I have the items and the products that I can recommend. You see what I'm saying? That I can recommend, from bath and body to lubes to toys. Let me just go on and say it. Yeah, I have the products. Okay, so I said okay now, but I also wanted to do the coaching part. It's because I want women to get to the point where I am. Okay, so I said,
mhm.
well, in order for me to do that, I want to coach them through this. You got to be coachable, because some folks you just can't tell nothing. Some
All
folks
right.
don't want you to tell nothing.
And it's funny that you say that, right? That it's some folks you can't just tell and stuff like that, but you can coach
Yeah.
them. And so I know that you probably get this, a lot. So how about those that are in marriage or in relationships, as far as like Christians like myself? I'm
Mhm.
using myself as an example.
Okay,
Like
I'm
what
glad you
is
asked that
so
question.
yeah,
I'm glad you
so
asked that question.
so yeah,
Go
so what about them? Yeah.
Okay, I am so glad you brought that up to that point of about talking about Christians, because I did a talk show on why are Christians, now this is what I said, why are Christians so judgmental when it comes to talking about sex and intimacy? See, sex and intimacy are two different things, but in our
Hmm.
minds, when we say intimacy, first thing you're thinking is sex, and it's not
Right.
okay. But I never understood why. 'Cause let me tell y'all why I said it, because I was getting so much dirty, nasty inboxes, and I knew they would come from Christian folk. But let me tell you why I said that. Let me tell you why I said that. Because I would go on their page and I would see all that stuff they have. It's about the Bible, this and the Bible. I don't have nothing. And I love my Jesus Christ. Ain't got to do with that. But I'm not no Christian. But I do know who sustains me. Let me put that out there, okay? So it was
Hmm.
a lot of it coming from them, and I could not understand why are these people attacking me, for my business. You see what I'm saying? I had to be ashamed of myself. You on Facebook talking about it? No, I wasn't. It wasn't nothing like that. But see what as far as the Christians concerned, I'm assuming, and this is what I said on my talk show. I'm assuming we got Christians walking around here that done had some babies. I hope we do. So that
Right.
means you're doing something. So that
Hmm.
means let's just keep 100. That means you're doing something, right?
Right.
So now, as far as Christians concerned, now you got some Christians that, and I respect that too. Let me say this: I respect that part, because we do have several. I call them BK sisters. BK sisters in our
Okay.
in our in our team. They're all Christians, but the only thing they tap into is just the bath and body. You see, because it's several products, several avenues you can do with this, right? So they just only do the bath and body. But with Christians, I'm pretty sure if you married, I'm assuming y'all still, having sex. I'm assuming, even though you
Right.
Christian, you married. If you're not, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Mhm.
So I mean, and those single Christians, if you don't have a mate, we got stuff for that too.
But right, I feel you on that one. All right,
Yeah.
so my sister from Breaking the Size Papa got said, what kind of coach are you? Absolutely, you have to be coachable.
Oh, okay. I'm a coach to help menopausal women navigate through the aging process and the menopause process.
All right, okay, okay.
And,
So
and let me say this, but again, you have to be coachable because I've had some people in front of me and doing a virtual thing, and they was just insisting on doing it their way, and that was when I declined. Had just end that right there because I want to help you get. Let me see. No, okay, let me see how to say this because I'm trying to be just as nice and gentle as I can. You're right. Menopause is no joke. It's not. Um, but you got some people that would just assume and try to do it on their own. But when you have somebody like me and it's others out here too, I know that too. But you have someone like me tell you what I went through because I'm gonna tell you my story. So if I tell y'all my story now, y'all it's y'all don't want to get the book. You see what I'm saying? But when I coach you and I have a conversation with you, I'm gonna tell you what I dealt with and what I went through. Then I'm also let you know about how I know how it is, because this is one thing I will say, how I know how it is when you are married and you go from being rabbits,
mm,
to one time out the month. You see what I'm saying? Back then. But now when you
interesting.
get to the point where you start getting your confidence back, you start getting your sexiness back, you start getting your self-esteem back. See, y'all don't understand. All that intertwines together. All that
Right,
intertwines together. When you start gaining that back, it's gonna be some different things going on up here. Like I tell people, if I had a chandelier in my bedroom, I sure would hang from it. Sure would. Sure would. I
wow.
sure would.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
All right, so my sister said that I sit with the fan and heat.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yep.
interesting.
I know what you go. I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. And the sad part about it, this is gonna be with us for the rest of our life. My mama is God spare her live. She'll be 87 in November, and my mama's still getting hot flashes right now.
Wow.
Yes, it's gonna be with us. It's not. They're not that bad, and which mine's not that bad now. Thank God, they're not that bad. But that when I do get them, woo wee, yeah, buddy.
Right.
Yeah,
I heard that.
yeah, we're gonna deal with that the rest of our life.
I heard that indeed. I heard that indeed.
Thank
Wow.
you. You are a blessing to women. Thank you. That's what I want to do. I want women to understand. And I
Hmm.
tell people this too. This one thing I say I'm a coach, and I ask,
Okay.
what type of wife are you, or what type of girlfriend are you, or what type of partner are you? What do you mean? All right, if
You
they're
are
not
about to say
working,
what
they're
that
not
mean?
working, they're not working, right? But that man out there working, right? That man come home. How are you dressed? How are you
Mm,
dressed? He done been working 8 hours, 12 hours, or working third shift. He coming home, working second shift, come home. How are you dressed for that day, that evening, that night, whatever? Some of them say, "Well, I got my shorts and my t-shirt on." I ask why.
right.
When you know that yeah, you put that on all right all that day, but when you see about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, every come ready to get off work, oh, you better go in and get yourself right. You better go in and get yourself right. If that means you got a special pair of booty shorts to put on, that's what you put on. That's what you put on. Yes, I say that. You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
You can't
and that's fine.
you got to watch how you present yourself. You got to do that. But when your
That's what it's about.
confidence is gone, though, beyond when a woman confidence is gone, it takes a while for that to get back. It takes a while for us to start about feeling sexy again. It does. It does. It takes a while for us even want a man to even hug us. It takes a while. I'm telling
Right.
you, I went through something, but thank God now it ain't like that now. Woo wee!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
No,
you
sir, buddy.
and
Ooh.
and and you is so right. So my next question is: do men come to you for advice more than women, or is it the other way around?
Now, honestly, I'm gonna say 50-50. I be having men in my inbox asking me this question about um. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna put one of the questions out there. And this usually be a couple of questions that the men are asked, and it's about let me see, it's about the women being dry. Okay. And I'm just
I
putting it
already know
on.
what that means.
I'm just put it on out. I mean,
I know
questions
what
be
that
about,
means. Mhm.
okay, questions be about that. You see what I'm saying? But see, when I let them inform them that what they have to understand, a woman doesn't. Let me see. It takes a while. Okay, y'all is okay, but it takes a while to crank the car up. You see what I'm saying? To get that car, get that car going. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But now I also will ask, what age are they? What are they in? What age are they? And they start telling
Oh,
me they're in their
okay.
late 30s, they're in their late 40s. See, I'm right then. I'm already knowing what's going on. What's going on?
That's very important.
Yes,
Wow.
I
What age
always
are they?
yes. Well, I always ask what age because when they damn it, she's in 38, 39, or she's 48, 49, 50. All right, here we go. Let me explain to you what is going on here and how you can handle this. You see what
That's
I'm
all she
saying?
needs is the age.
And I let them know. I let them know the best thing you can do is get you some lube. That's exactly what I tell. That's the best thing. Surprise her one night with some lube and say, we're gonna have a good time. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, you're
She
not
said,
gonna
I
regret it.
promise you.
Oh yeah, I promise you.
She said,
Because
I promise you.
can
Mm,
Brian, can I explain something about us women that I
sure.
want? Okay, I want y'all to hear me. And I'm not trying to be gross or nothing like that. I'm gonna do it just as delicate as I can. But what y'all men have to understand that our women's bodies go through changes. Our private part below goes through changes, and what happens? The lining of our vagina. I'm just gonna keep 100. Starts
Please,
starts
please,
thinning
please.
starts thinning. I can't say the word thinning out. It thins out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or start thinning out over time. That's where the dryness comes from. That's where the discomfort comes from. That's why sometimes women land there want to be with you, but so scared because I don't want to go through the pain. That's why that's happening like that. That's why.
Wow.
I hope somebody got that little nugget.
Look. Look. If nobody ain't get it, I got it. Look. And I can pass that on to somebody that actually
That's right.
need it. But I got it right now, though. Look, I got it right
That's
now.
why, guys. That's why. That's what's going on. Okay. And so I'm saying this, y'all can understand as women get older, that lining start thinning out.
Right. I heard that. And what else is it that you do? Because we talk about the book, we
Well,
talk about the businesses.
I got my talk show, and this is my 6th season for that. I love that. I got to tell y'all how I started my talk show.
I was just about to ask you that. Go ahead.
God, God,
Amen.
God show did it. Um, 'Cause it was this is my 6th season, but 5 years ago,
Okay.
I didn't care what I would be doing. I could be out here clean up my studio, whatever. I would hear a little voice in my head that said, "You need to do a talk show." Now, let me back up a little bit. Let me tell y'all why I know it was God, though. Let me tell you why I know it was God.
Go
Because
ahead.
that's not the first time I heard his voice. I'm gonna tell you about the very first time. I was on my way on a bus out of town, right?
Okay.
Way up in Catskill. That's where I was on my way to, right? And Just and I was sitting beside this old black lady. She had gray hair, and I was sitting beside her. I was on the trailway bus, and this is the first time I heard the voice. I heard him say, "You trusting this bus driver with your life? Why can't you trust me?" I will never forget that. I don't know where I was going because I jumped right up. I don't know where I was going. I was on the bus, and the lady, everybody was saying, "What's wrong?" I said, "I don't know." I said, I hear some say, "Why I'm supposed to trust this bus driver? Why can't I trust you, him, me?" And then
Mm.
the old black lady, she told everybody. She said, "Y'all know what? I got her. I'm gonna talk with her." She was an old black lady, had gray hair and a lot of gray hair on her head. And she let me.
Wow.
She said, "Baby, calm down," because I was about to have a ventilator. And I got myself right. She said,
Right.
"Tell me again what happened." And I told her, and she would walk. I was crying. She wiped my tears away. She said, "Baby, that's God talking to you.
Man.
She said, He is calling you. He is calling. He wants your heart, right?" That's
Mm.
the first. That's the first time. So several months later, this is when I used to go to the club. I always went to the club by myself. Never went
Okay.
to never went with a lot of people. I'm on the floor just dancing. All of a sudden, here come the voice again. You jumping up and down for this music. Listen now, you jumping up
Okay.
and I didn't have a lot of drink or nothing like that because I don't do that when I go to the club by myself. Um, you jumping up and down for this music. Why can't you jump up and down and praise me? Woo!
Mm.
I heard that voice in my head again. I left that man right on the floor, and that's been about 40 some years ago. I ain't been to a club no more. That's why I said I knew when I heard this voice telling me you need to do a talk show, that was God talking to me. And that went on with me for 6 months, y'all, off and on.
Wow.
Off and on.
6 months.
Yes, it did. I guess he was beating me with it. I don't know. But I could be washing dishes and it'll come up. You need to do a talk show.
Mm.
I remember sitting out here September the 16th, 5 years ago. And I said, "Okay, God, I'm gonna do this." I said, "But I don't know what kind of name I'm gonna name it." He gave me
Right.
the name. He gave me the name, but the first name was Miss J's Speaks Talk Show and Podcast. That got
Okay.
stolen. That page got stolen. I did that was September the 16th. My first show was October the 9th. A couple weeks later,
Wow.
very first one. Didn't know nothing about doing podcasts, nothing like that. I'm reaching out to people to help me, and I always give her credit. She don't remember, but I remember. I remember this woman talking to me, and I always call her name when I tell this story. I
Wow.
called 4 people that had their podcast. Right, everybody didn't
Mm-hmm.
have time for me. Can you call me back tomorrow? Can you call me back in 2 more hours? That's why I kept going through that. Right. And I
Mm-hmm.
called one person. Her name's Stacy Thomas. She has her
Mm.
talk show podcast. I am Stacy Thomas. I called her. She said, "All right, I got 20 minutes for." She had 20 minutes for she had to go to the airport or something, right? And
Right.
it was just the fact she took those 20 minutes to talk to me.
That she
To
took
get,
that time out.
yes, to give me some sort of do's and don'ts, what kind of software to try to get, what kind of microphones to try to get. It was just she took that time with me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I did this. I did. I jumped on out there. I love what I do. I love having a
Amen.
platform where people can come on and share their stories. And now my platform ain't about no foolishness. I don't do that. See,
Right.
we're not coming up here and disrespecting one another. We're not doing
No.
that. We're not doing
Uh-uh.
that. Ain't nobody disrespect me neither. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I invite people to come on to share their story and their journey, whatever they went through, with the
And
premise of being
mhm.
able to help somebody. Somebody might run across it 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and see that story, that journey of somebody, that got through depression. You see what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
got through, that made it through. No more thoughts of taking their life. You see what I'm saying? They find that they're running all these businesses. They find somebody need to hear that and see that. That's the premise of my platform. I love what I do, giving the people their voices to talk and to share their story.
And it's funny that you said that. And once again, congratulations, 6 years. It's funny, right? Because how this had started was just a podcast with me, right? And it started I was at Facebook Live. It was every other day or every day or every week, right? and folks was enjoying it. I had a co-host. Things happen.
Yeah.
So then it was me, and then I had some more codes. Things happen, and a friend of mine, he put me on to StreamYard, which I'm on right now, right?
Yeah.
And I actually liked it. I actually love it because I could connect all my platforms to one, right?
Yes.
And I said, all right, cool, you know, but it's something about this season, right?
Yes.
And remind you, this is my third year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this year I'm not on the platforms that I normally be on, and a lot of folks that watch the show be like, "Yo, like I ain't been seeing your show on Facebook or nothing."
Yeah.
You know what I said to them when they see me, or when they ask me stuff, when they inbox me. I said, you can subscribe me on YouTube right now. All you have to do is just click and subscribe. You will find everything there. You'll even get a notification that I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
Come,
Mm-hmm.
because God don't have me on every platform in season 6. Now, season 7 will be soon. I'm not going to jump right into it. No, I'm gonna take what God want me to take off. It might
Right.
be it may be a week, it may be a month. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be back on all the platforms season 7. But until then, you guys hit that subscribe button. But you know what I learned though, Coach
What?
Ange?
Uh-huh.
I learned, right. Folks say that they will subscribe. I always look to see who's subscribed, right?
Oh, yes.
And
Yeah.
it's not the ones, and it's not folks who say that they will. It's always ones that I had before I had this. Before I had the YouTube. They are my day ones, but the ones that actually want to watch the show or ask me about the show, when they ask for it, I give them the link. I don't never see them in none of them.
Yeah.
I see it,
I get
and it's
that.
like, and it's like, wow, God, I told them to subscribe. Like, is they afraid of the growth? Like, I'm still the same, but
Mm-hmm.
I realized though that this is the season for me and him, where he is elevating me in this realm
Yeah.
on on YouTube. I didn't know I was going to be doing a podcast. I I had dreams of going to the NBA, go and play ball overseas. If I wasn't doing that, this
Okay.
this this wasn't part of it. But God called me and you to
Exactly.
do. But God called me and you to do this work, and He saved for.
Yeah.
And He had, and in the Word of God says that your thoughts are not my thoughts, and your ways are not my ways. So
Wow.
what I had planned long time ago wasn't His plan.
Exactly. Exactly.
It wasn't His plan for me. So this
Mm-hmm.
is, So I'm just like, and not just the podcasting thing. I got the clothing line. That's about to
Yeah.
come back out. I coach every other weekend when I'm not at work. So look, you
I
know.
get it. I get it. I a lot of people don't understand that when you're doing something. I was gonna quit. I had made up
Mm.
in my mind one night because I got so tired of people in my inbox messing with me.
Oh wow.
I talk about I talk about topics that people be like, "Girl, you gonna talk about that show, Liz?" And that one particular Saturday night, I was going to do my show, and my landline phone wrong, right? And I don't usually answer that call, because it always them what you call them folks that be trying to get you to buy stuff, right? But that
Mm-hmm.
time God said answer the phone. Now I'm sitting in my front room crying because I was gonna go live, do the show, then let everybody know that was gonna be that's my last show. So. This was like 3 years ago. And
Wow.
when I answered that landline phone, I answered the phone. I said, "Hello." Over the other end, the young lady said, "Is this Miss J?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Miss J from TikTok, right?" I said, "Yeah." This is what this girl said. She said, "Miss J, please don't stop what you're doing." She said, "Cause I got a story that I want to tell, and God want me to come on your platform." I swear to God, that's what she said. And when she
Man,
said that, man, I started crying again. And she said,
wow.
"What's wrong?" And I got myself together and I had told her what I was getting ready to sit and do. She said, "No, ma'am." She said, "I want to come on your platform and tell my story." She had went viral on TikTok for sharing how her father was molesting her and her 3 sisters for 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yes,
That's definitely a story.
yes. And she wanted to come
Yeah.
on my platform and share it all. And that's what she did. That's what she
Cause
did.
you know what I realized, about our platforms. Cause I always get inboxes, right?
Yeah.
I get inboxes throughout the day, and when I answer them, like it's always somebody say, "Yeah, I seen your podcast in the groups, or I seen them on Facebook, or you just pop up, and I'd be
Mhm.
like, yeah." But I realized that Coach J, they look at our platform as a safe spot, a
Yes.
safe
That's why
haven.
yes.
haven. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and it took me a while to realize that, you know. And I also learned one thing that I learned about my platform this year is that I have to be real strict. You know what I'm saying? I have to be strict, and I've learned this year that if nobody don't show up, it could be a guest or whatever the case may be. You still show up and make the show. This is your show.
Mhm.
You can't don't let nobody stop your show at all.
Yes.
You know?
And what I'm getting ready to actually do next month, I'm getting ready to actually have that's a topic I'm gonna do. The ins and outs the ins and outs of being a talk show and a podcast host. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. That's gonna be a topic on one of my platform next month. And I
I
got yes, I
just
got
send
all
me the link.
yes. Um
Look,
yes, because we need to talk about it, because a lot of people think it's easy and it's not. And some people can look at you. Let me tell you what somebody did to me.
uh-oh.
This was a couple months ago, and I had to put in a place. See, because what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna call yourself trying to make it seem like what my business is not a business. Now,
Mm.
this supposed to be a friend, okay?
Oh
I'm
wow.
putting quotations, okay? Gonna call me, yeah, Miss J. I see you. You got your little talk show. I said,
Mm.
excuse me. So you don't do that to me. See, because my talk show is not a little talk show. That's my business. And actually, what I'm saying to y'all, what I said to her, I said, but who are you to say that my talk show is a little business? I said, because it's not. I said, it's a
Mm.
big business. I said, this is my baby. This is my platform. I said, but wait a minute. Why would you feel the need to I said, what did you want with me anyway? What she wanted was she wanted me to do a t-shirt for her. So I told her, I said, no, what you need to do is find you somebody else. Because I
Right.
will not be doing no t-shirt for you, period. And that's what I meant. See, what you won't gonna do is try to belittle my business.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it takes a lot to do this. It takes a
Yes,
lot
it
of
does.
me going through emails and going through seeing who's a fit and who's not a fit. And then then you got to tell somebody they're not a fit for the platform. Now I'm getting cussed out. Yeah, this just happened a couple weeks ago. I'm literally getting cussed out, getting call all kind. The guy called me all kinds of names. Really? No, you what?
Mm.
You're not a fit. I'm sorry, but I was woo wee. But
Right.
you'll be surprised how people get upset. But that was the first time somebody got that upset to the point they cussing me out.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
That's
super cool.
crazy.
But I love what I do. I love what I do.
And you know what, Coach J, that's how it should be. You know,
Mhm.
like you should really love what you do.
Oh, I
You
do.
know.
I do. My husband asked me, he said, because I know I teach makeup classes too, right? And I have my clients come over here out here. And he was asking me a couple weeks ago, he said, "You're not getting tired of doing makeup?" I said, "No." I said, "'Cause actually makeup saved my life." And I tell that story as well in my makeup class. And I think that's thinking that's why I love makeup because what it does for me mentally, right? Um,
Hmm.
and I said, well, no, long as God, keep this right here working fine and keep these wrists going, I'm gonna keep swirling them brushes. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I know
Right.
a
Of
lot of the
course.
young girls come in here, they don't. And I know when they look at me, when I open my studio door and they see me, they be probably like, "Oh Lord, this old woman gonna do my face." But trust me, when they get up out of this
And
seat,
that's fun.
they be
Look,
straight. They be straight. Yeah, they be like, "Oh wow," Yeah, but I love what I do. Until these
that's
things
what's
start
about.
hurting. Yeah, yeah.
That's what's that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And you know what though? One thing that I love about our platform or about what we do, period, like the gifts that God gives us, we can share it with the world. It don't matter if it's
Exactly.
and it don't matter if it's our story, our creativity. You know what I'm saying? Great seeing
Mm-hmm.
you. Oh, and my
Thank
sis came
you.
back too. Yep. I was just about to say that. Yep. And yep. Wow. Look, and I love this. You know what I'm saying? I love the interaction. One other thing about my sister, she never seems to amaze me. As soon as I see her pop up, I was like, oh,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
I love those kind of supporters. And you
Yeah.
got some supporters. I mean, I got some that started out with me when I first started, and they have drifted on, don't come to my lives no more, nothing like that. You know, but it is what it is. But I also got some that started with me and still coming to my lives. Even whatever, whether it be a talk show episode or if I'm just coming on to doing unpacking, unboxing something, they right there. They right there. But see that the thing with that, Breon, is
Hmm.
I reciprocate it back. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I go right back.
Right.
Now I might, and especially if they on different East Coast, West Coast and stuff, different time zone. Sometimes I might miss it or go in there when it's they're just about finished. But I will go back and watch that replay and I do my comments. I do that. See, I reciprocate that right back because I appreciate that. Though
Hmm.
that's why it's another thing. I give away stuff on my platform. And I
Ooh.
forgot,
Oh,
yes, I forgot to mention as
okay.
well. I have a t-shirt line. It's called
Oh,
Unfiltered Thoughts, where and a glassware line. You get three. I got three glasses here. You get
I see.
a wine glass, a small wine glass, and a mug that says sip, release, and rise on it. Right. So
Mm,
I give away a lot of stuff sporadically on my talk show. I
that
do.
right there is awesome.
I give away crowns because that's my signature, my crown, my queens. I give away crowns. Yeah. I give away t-shirts. That's what I like doing. That's what I
Oh
like
wow.
doing it.
Oh wow. That right there is good. That right there is awesome. All right, let me see what my sister said. I tried to kiss her when things slow down. I
Okay,
watched her.
my love.
She said that I watched read. Hey, and that's fine. That is fine. Since I will be back on Facebook and the rest of the platform soon. She already know, but
Um,
yeah.
I was hoping before she goes, well, I guess she come back and I can show my book and all because I do have it before we
All right,
go.
let me see it. Well,
This
can I
is
see it?
yes, this is the unfiltered thoughts one, and it has three different sections. Let me see my camera. It has three different sections, right?
Hmm.
But each section has an affirmation. Each section is gonna give you 36 pages to write on. Each
Wow.
three sections, Each section gonna have give you 36 pages, but it's also gonna have affirmations before you even start, and you're gonna have it's stuff in here where you gotta write letters. Okay, that's it.
Mhm.
The unfiltered thoughts one, right? That's the black paperback one.
That's
Now
nice. Okay.
I have the also my special edition one. It's a white one, same thing, but it's
I
hardback.
like that. Oh,
It's
okay.
hardback. It's hardback. And here is my book. This is my baby. This is my baby. I'm so proud of myself. This is my book right here.
Hey. Okay.
That's my book. And when I tell y'all this book, I'm
She said,
actually, I'm actually getting ready to do a book signing in October. I
okay,
missed,
nice.
I missed the one Saturday they had here in my neighborhood, but I will be doing it in October here in my neighborhood.
All right, so my sis is talking to you, and she said let's live some,
You
and
know
she
I've
said,
been
I
you
love
know
all
I've
that.
been trying, me, I follow you. I've been wondering where you been too, because I haven't seen you. I know you on YouTube. I need to do the same thing. I need to leave Facebook alone, and because I got 15,000 over there at TikTok. You see what I'm saying? I really need to focus on my YouTube and my TikTok. Facebook is getting crazy now.
Yeah, that's it.
I went viral, and they not even paying me my money. I went viral 2 times the last part of 2024, and I went viral this year. But what they done, they called themselves to took my monetization from me, so I'm not even gonna get paid.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
crazy, crazy.
She said, "Child, I have been busy," and she said, Congratulations."
Thank you. I know that business, honey. I know. I already know.
And look, right, and I know that Facebook not gonna like me because when I come up back, I'm coming back hard, and I see Teddy Ray is
Hey,
on shoot.
Teddy. Hey,
And,
that's one of my faithful supporters right there. Yes.
all
Hey,
right,
Teddy.
well, welcome
Welcome
to
in.
the
Welcome in.
podcast. You know what I'm
Break it
saying?
out. Break it out, Teddy. But yeah,
Look,
we
look,
having a good time over
and
here.
I'm glad that y'all here this evening. Oh my God, y'all is making me work right now. But I love it though.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
support that comes in, and you know what I'm saying, speak to everybody and stuff like that. You
Mm-hmm.
know that right there is awesome. And I see that some more folks is coming in because that three just went to four. Now it's back to
Yeah.
look.
It's
Come
coming on
on
in.
in, look. Come on in,
Come
look,
on
look,
in. That's right. Come
look.
on in.
Come on in, look. Come and support tonight, man. I love
Yeah.
it.
Ask some questions if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some questions
If
time.
y'all got some questions, please ask her. Look, please ask me, but look, you know what I'm saying? I'm past the ball to her to Night.
That's fine.
And all right, so my sister said, drop your email in the
Okay.
comments.
I'm doing it now.
You know what I'm saying? This is this is awesome, and I love it. Like right now, this right here is major indeed. Sharing sharing it on my page now. Thanks, sis. I appreciate you for sharing this evening. I mean, that's my Pisces sister right there. I think her birthday is before or after mine is one of them. I don't know, but yeah. And Teddy said that they will ask questions. All right, look, we is for it. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So my next question is, Coach Angela, what inspires you each and every day to do the work that you do?
What inspired me each and every day to do the work that I do is knowing that it's gonna be somebody that I make some type of connection with, be it be on Facebook, be it be a phone call or a text, that if they have a situation going and we have a conversation going, I say something that's gonna help them, that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
enlighten them, that's gonna educate them. You see what I'm saying? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that, sis. I didn't know that. You see what I'm saying? That's what I like doing. Because I'm not for no gossip and stuff. I'm not for none of that. But if I can
Oh,
help you and give you some education and give
right.
you tips about whatever, that's what I love doing. I hope that answered you. I hope that answered you. But yeah, that's what I like doing.
Wow. And this fun and this real funny, right? I just looked up to right. He one of my friends on Facebook. See, look,
Yeah.
okay, look, see, look, and like I said, when you least you got me expect folks to come in.
Yes, exactly.
Look,
Exactly.
oh man, this right here is amazing,
Yes,
and
it
I'm
is.
glad that this is going up and down.
But it's
This,
okay. It's okay.
yes, it
I love
is.
to talk, as you can see. I love to talk.
Look, and that is fine because I'm the same way at work and when I go and coach on the weekends that I don't work. Look, and my boys, right? And
Yeah.
we got one girl on the team, right? And they all be like, you just talk a lot. Cause I look right, cause I'm the assistant coach, right?
Okay.
And they always ask me, so why you didn't go to the league? I'm like, it wasn't part of the journey. It wasn't part of my life.
Exactly. Exactly. It wasn't
You
part of
know,
God's plan. That's right.
it wasn't part of God's plan. And it's funny
Exactly.
because my friend, he's the head coach, and he would say, "Yo, Breon could play though. Like just because he nice to y'all, don't think he nice though."
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and and I think it was one day. It was like 15 minutes before practice, right? Me and my friend, which is the coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we made those kids run, and it was 2 against 8 at the time. They was pissed at us. I'm like, what? Like y'all wanted to play us. If we would have lost, we would have had to, do 5 laps, man, around the gym. We ain't lose it, so go ahead and do your 5 laps.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, you did not. No, you did
Yeah,
not.
look. Sometimes you gotta, exchange it. Like you gotta
Yeah.
teach some life and the things that you love too. You gotta teach them
Mm-hmm.
some
Mm-hmm.
in your passion. You know what I'm saying? So they was just like, "Yo, you still nice. Like you still got it at 38." And I'm like, "Man, I'm not dead."
Yes, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
that. Like I'm not old. Like I do play ball like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Okay.
do stay in shape.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like dang.
Teddy Ray, he said, me and the Queen became friends on social media over 2 years ago. That's right. Now we
Wow.
consider each other family. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That right there is
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing. And shout out to you, Ted. And I be seeing your shows too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
He's on
I
every
come
Saturday
through.
night. He's on every Saturday night, 7 o'clock their time, but it'd be 10 o'clock our time.
Right, look, see, and you already know, and I might have to work the next day, so I just come in and speak, and I go right to bed, like.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
I get
saying?
it.
Right, I have been
Yeah,
rocking it for. Okay,
yeah.
okay,
So
wow.
yeah. So that's
This,
one of several faithful supporters right there.
all right. So my next question is, if you could live by a quote or a scripture for life, what would it be, and why that particular scripture or quote
If I could live by a quote,
or scripture? What would it be, and
okay.
why that one?
Well, I don't know if you consider this a quote, but I saw it and
Okay.
it resonated with me when I saw it. But actually we was talking about it in one of our group meetings, and when I heard her say, "Do the thing, do
Do
the
the
thing, do the thing," right? So everybody had to figure out what did that mean to them. So what that means to me when I hear it, do the thing, but country, do the thing, right? Stop procrastinating.
mm,
Go do what you got in your mind to do. Get it done.
Right.
If I
Pretty
can
much.
live by that, do the thing. Do
Do
the thing.
do
Go
do
do
the
what you
thing.
gotta do. Go do what you gotta do. Stop playing with it. Stop procrastinating. Yes. That's yeah.
Oh, all right, Teddy. Nice. All right, that's one of mine too.
Okay, be still
All right.
and know that I am God. All right.
Man, man,
And
man,
I do.
man.
I will say I like grandmama used to tell me about the do unto others and you want to do unto you. Now, let me say that about that scripture right there. At one point, when grandmama, come in, my grandma, we were so tight. When she was trying to explain it to me, I might have been maybe 10, 12, 13 years old, but I sort of didn't understand it. You see what I'm saying? But as I got a little bit, got older and I still come to her house, me and her talking, and I brought it up again to her. I said, Grandma, what do you mean by that script? Because she told me, she said, I want you to always remember this scripture that do, and now it just came to me, right? Do what the others you want to do unto you. And I
Hmm.
might get it wrong, but y'all get the gist, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, don't you about that? She said, I want you to treat people the way that you want them to treat you. She said, I don't want you to be nasty and mean to nobody.
Hmm.
Do unto others as basically as you want them to do you. And as time went on, as I got older, I would still keep that in my mind. And I was trying to think of just then, but it just can't. It just
Wow.
you're old, you forget. It just still come to me. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Hey, and that's fine. Wow.
I'm gonna treat you
That
how you treat me. But I want to.
that
I'm gonna
that
treat
right
you kind. I'm gonna treat you nice and kind. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that.
right. That right there is amazing. Is amazing indeed. So my next question is, what made you want to come on K.W.U podcast this evening?
Well, a lot. Well, actually, you and I, we've been missing each other for quite a while. With
Right.
text, remember, trying to get on the platform. We trying to get on the platform, and we finally, y'all, we finally connected. And not only that, to connect with you and collaborate with you, but I'm always trying to get my message out to my queens, okay, and my kings too. When we get to talking about
Hmm.
menopause and stuff like that, you see what I'm saying? Our bodies and stuff. I like to get my message out there like that. With the and again, it still goes to this with the premise of being able to help somebody pick up some little nugget that I when I explain about what happens with the woman, the lining. See, that's a nugget. That's a golden nugget right there.
That's definitely a nugget.
You
Look.
see what I'm saying? When I just explain that, that's what happens, men. You see what I'm saying? That's a golden nugget. Being able to do that, being able to give drop those golden nuggets, so somebody get off the lab and say, "Wow, now,
And
babe, I
somebody gonna say,
understand."
"Wow."
See now, you get off the lab and say, "Wow." You can look at your wife and say, "Now, you know what, babe? I understand now. I get it now.
Right.
I get it why you be having a fan on 68 in the winter time. I get it now.
68 is crazy
That's
though.
all I
Hey,
like.
but it is.
That's all I want to do. You see what I'm saying? Just get my message across that my queens, and especially the kings, my queens especially, you don't have to walk this journey alone. And I wanted you and I to collaborate and do this. So I can come on. And I appreciate you allowing me to come up here. Because you could have said, no, I don't want her up here talking about
Yes,
no
yes.
menopause and stuff like that. You could have did just that.
Right. And I see that one of my sisters is on. What's up, Tia? I'm glad that you could be on.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for
Look,
coming
this
in. Leave your
this right here
voice.
is so good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to be on here this evening. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just to learn things, for like me. Look, for me, I took down notes. Look, I took down notes right here though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cause
Can I talk about something real quick? An episode that we did.
sure,
Um, it
go
was an
right ahead.
episode, it was an episode that I did, and Ray was involved in it. Um,
Mhm.
not dad. We did an episode, no, a little bit for Father's Day called "Not Dads but Fathers," But I tell y'all, that episode was awesome because a lot of people feel like because you got kids that make you a dad. No. I mean, that makes you a father. No, if you're not doing things right, you're a dad. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? That was an awesome, awesome, awesome show. And I just finished up a series for women. All right. I did a 3-part series, the unseen struggles, the
The
unseen,
who?
the unseen struggles of women. And one of
Okay.
them was called Mom, Mom, but not mothers. I mean, not moms, but I did the vice versa. Not
Hmm.
moms, but mothers. Same
Right.
thing. A lot of us ladies feel like, oh, we have a baby, or now we are mothers. See, it's different between a mother and a mom. Totally different. Totally different. When I did my research, totally different. I just those episodes was really, really special to me.
Right.
Especially the one about the invisible work that women carry. That was one of them as well. Us
Mention.
women do the invisible work that women carry. That episode, that was part one of my 3-part series. A lot
Oh
of people
wow.
don't realize us women, we do so many things that's invisible. Example, we
Interesting.
help with the
And
homework. We go pick up the medicine for the husband or for the children. Okay, we going to the school meetings. Okay, we making sure that the car insurance is paid, and we making
mhm.
sure our parents got their medicines and cook.
Right.
Visible work,
The
the
visible work. Huh?
visible work of women. Yes, that goes unnoticed and
Wow.
goes thankful for and goes appreciated. You see what I'm saying? I
Right.
enjoyed those series. I
And
did.
that's all right. And look, wow, that right there is amazing. And I want to say this. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in tonight. Wow. Look, wow. That thing
Mhm.
is going up, and I love the fact that it's going up this evening.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yes.
This joint is on fire this evening, and Coach J and the rest of y'all is making me work. Look, on a Monday night.
That's all right.
But look though, but that just means that I'm gonna stay good and get ready for the rest of the work week. Anyway, I'm glad that I was off. Look, because
That's all right.
because if I would have went to work today and I would have came home and I would have had to do the show, oh my god.
But see, Brian, I'm getting ready. I don't know if I don't know if y'all see my post, but I'm getting ready to meet my great grandbaby for the first time tonight. And
Oh wow.
she's 6 months old. I'm getting ready to keep her up till I told them I keep her to the 8th to the 7th of next month. So I'm be a week and a half with her. So
Uh-huh.
I think I might come live probably this week and let y'all meet her. But I'm really excited. So I've been get all week, no, all week and weekend. I've been preparing for this. That's why I don't have no more shows until the 8th. You see what I'm saying? To do because I want to spend time with her, and I can't wait for y'all to
Look,
meet.
what's up? Look, what's up? Look, it's still gonna be here.
Oh no, I can't wait because I'm gonna have that 6-month-old great grandbaby.
Look, well, look, but you could rest from being
Oh
off
yeah.
air for a bit. Yeah, that's that.
Mhm.
Look, that is what I mean. You look, it's still gonna be here.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to take a break because I did, and I didn't feel bad about doing it, but I took a 8 month
like
8 month
Teddy.
break from doing anything. No
Right.
makeup, no coaching. I gave them folks their coaching money back. They had booked me for their coaching session. I gave them their money back. I did all that because I had to take care of me. Now let me
That's
explain
very important.
why I said I had to take care of me because I was going through some things. And I recognized it and realized I told this on my platform, so there's no shame in my game. But I was going through some things and I realized how can I call myself coaching when I myself my life was lifing with me. Okay, let me just put it that way. Life was lifing,
Right.
and
Most definitely.
I had to get my mental right. I had to get my mental right. I had to
As
get
you all should.
my mental health right, and I knew I had to shut everything down because it's just me. I'm running 4 businesses on my own by myself. So I don't have no team, not yet, but God will put one in front of me after a while.
Yeah, look, I was about to say that.
You see,
Yeah.
I have one after a while. So I've been going strong 6 years. You see what I'm saying? Especially the talk show. Planning the
Wow.
episodes, interviewing people to be on, trying to call to make sure you're still gonna do it. I finally had to shut it down 8 months. I didn't do nothing.
Hey, and
I
you gotta do
did.
what you gotta do.
I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. I sat right. I ain't ashamed to tell about it. And y'all know, but one that follow me know I had my therapy. I sat right out here in my studio for 3 days out in the week for 8 months.
I'm glad you look, and I'm glad you did it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I
I'm
had.
real glad you did it. Look.
I had to. I had to. See, 'cause that's see. Not trying to be funny, but y'all know me. I say what it is. That's one thing about us black folks. We so shame and think, oh, we don't need no therapy. You better go get it. Cause y'all know what? Why do y'all think it's a lot of stuff here going on in this world now? People not getting help. People thinking I don't need no help. Then and after a while they don't snap. So no,
Yeah.
better get some help and get that mess out of your head. I don't need no help. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's nothing wrong with therapy. It's not. It's not.
Right. Yeah.
I knew I had to get myself right before I can go and finish my coaching and my talk show with anybody. And I'm glad I
Right.
did. I do not regret it at all. Not shame of it neither.
Mm-mm. At
Mm-mm.
all.
I'm glad
And
I did that.
right. So all right, let me see what Tay said the queen is. I was gonna ask.
The
Hey,
queen is
Tay,
so good as can be, not off here, off here.
look, Tay, right? She then came here, right? And she got my show sitting like this. Look, you feel me? She got it sitting like this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
and
got to
like
tell you.
she got it like this, but it's like this.
Oh,
Look, it like
oh,
this.
oh, yeah, but it's
But
okay.
that's a good thing, though.
I know,
I
King.
can see
I know
it's
it. I
important.
know it is.
Yes,
I
yes,
know
and
it.
yes, it is, sis. You know what I'm saying?
As long
Hey,
as you allow me, I appreciate you allowing me to come and be myself. But one thing I would never, ever, ever do on anybody's platform is disrespect it. I would never do
right,
that. You see what I'm saying? I know how to use decorum, you know. That's why when I do get to talking, I be trying to figure out how to words I want to use when I'm trying to explain. So especially something intimate, you know, because like I said, people get sex and intimacy mixed up and they totally do two different things. You see what I'm saying? So when I get to talking in
yeah,
that arena, I be trying to figure out, okay, now how can I say it in my mind while I'm talking? I don't want this to
right.
sound so bougie. You see what I'm saying? I be trying to, get it, be saying kind of decent, you know.
Hold
How
on. Yeah, you just found about who she. Look, sis, I already knew that she was real,
thank you, my love.
but look, right. I didn't know how real she was. I think it was like until like 2 days ago when I went in her live.
Ooh,
And she
what
had
is
me
that for y'all?
laughing. She had me laughing, and I think that I had a rough day at work. But as soon as I was in there, I was laughing. I needed that one.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you now. When I get, I tell people so, especially because I'm getting ready to bring back my "What's on Your Mind" is venting time episode segment, right? And I usually do them on Wednesdays, right? That's when
Hmm.
I come in. If I got some on my mind or somebody send me a video that done piss me off, oh, we're gonna talk about that. And I always put in there, enter at your own risk. See, because I tell folks, I ain't no Christian. I cuss from time to time. I do, but I try my best not to. So when I have
Right.
that episode, I always put it there, enter at your own risk, because that means
Listen, at your this is crazy. I love it, though.
that mean I'm upset, and I got some I want to show that I'm upset, and you ain't told what come in my mouth, you know.
And
Yeah, so
look,
we'll
and that's
bring that
funny.
back. Oh yeah, that's next month. Coming back next month. Yeah,
If she said to come by next month, I know y'all gonna come by because I am.
yeah. That what's on your mind is venting time. That ain't no joke, man. Cause Facebook had got me one time.
Oh man,
But
not face.
I know what to do now. I know how to do it and everything. Now that before I knew a lot about the monetization stuff and how. Well, now I got it now. Yeah, but I'm still gonna have I'm bringing that back starting next month, y'all.
Man.
What's on your mind is vintage time. So what it is, people be sending me videos that I guess that piss them off, or I give people a chance to come up and talk about. That's why I said what's on your mind is venting time. Whether it's a testimony you want to give, whether you seen something, and you want to show it or talk about it on your Facebook page, I would have to have it so I can show it for you. And you talk about it, you upset about it. I give people a chance to do that as well. Not only me, but if you
Right.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's
That right
on.
there.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna go. Hell
That
yeah.
that right there is amazing. That right there is amazing. Do you have any words of encouragement before we leave? Do you got any words of encouragement? And do anybody in the comments got any words for Coach Angela?
Down.
Do you have any questions?
Hold on, right, and put some in the comment.
She never.
Okay, I call myself. Put Let me see. I think I did it wrong.
I heard that, Teddy.
Okay, I put in case people come by and they want to look at the books and all, and if anybody like the glassware and all, y'all contact me. I'll get you some glassware out, a mug out, all of that. But I do have my website as well. I'm actually finished. I do build websites too, y'all. I try to do so much. I'm actually get ready to finish that. Well, I'm gonna wait till I get through with grandbaby, because grandbaby gonna let me do nothing next week and a half. I'm trying to tell you, and she's 6 months. Woo wee.
All right, look, man. All right, man.
Well, my encouragement is, if it's anybody out there watching or gonna watch the replay, and you watching this, and you see how we cutting up and everything, but you see how serious we got as well. And if it's something that set on your heart that you want to do, whether it's write a book, whether it's whatever it is, start a podcast, I can help you with that too. Anything like that, please do it. Please do it. Don't worry about what. Cause let me tell y'all this. When I was told a particular person that I was gonna do my book, this is what this person said to me, and it hurt my feelings so bad because it was a family member. You too old to be writing a book. What you gonna write a book for? You too old to write a book. Really?
Wow.
That really hurted my feelings. And the only thing I said to them, watch me.
Right. Yeah.
See, because I was calling them for some encouragement, and this is what they said to me.
Wow.
You too old. You gonna write a book? You too old to write a book. And the only thing I said was, watch me. And I hung the phone. Right. So if anybody got anything you want to do, start a t-shirt line, whatever, get out there and do it. Do your research and do it. Don't worry about what your family gonna say or think, or your friends gonna say. Because let me tell y'all one thing. Don't think your family gonna support you neither. Okay? Okay? Because it always gonna be them strangers that's gonna come up in there in your arena, right there for you. Don't ever think because you started your t-shirt line or you wrote a book or whatever, your family gonna be there and no. Don't never. No, wait a minute. I gotta back up because I don't want to seem crazy. I gotta say this. Some families will support their family member. Let me say that right there. You got some families that will do it, that will be right there for you. What you got? Where's it at? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna tell everybody, you do. I take that back. You do have some families that will help you, but then there are some that won't. But just don't depend on that. Depend on that. That's them strangers to be your village to help you with your business. But if you got anything that you want to do, you do it. Don't worry about your age. If you 70 years old right now, and you got a bookstore in your head and you've been wanting to do it for the past 10 years, do it. Do it. Don't worry about because you 70 years old or 75 years old. Write your book.
Right.
Start your business.
All right. So Tay said, how do you keep people from attacking your peace?
Oh my God! Oh, that's for me or for both of us, Ted? For either one of us?
For,
That is,
for yeah, Tay, who is that for?
that's for me. I answer it now. If I answer it, then you can answer it too, Breon. He said
Yeah,
both of us. He said both
both.
of us.
All right, you go
Okay.
ahead first.
Now, me personally, to keep people attacking I had to learn to do that. See, when you're in therapy, you learn a lot. See, for a long time, I was a people pleaser. Okay,
Mm,
I was a people pleaser, but at that time, I couldn't see it. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, you go to therapy, you find out all this stuff. I was a people pleaser,
yeah.
but now, in hindsight, I see it now because I will always try to do things to please people. I was always doing what you said. How you want me to do this? All right. Didn't want no arguments. Didn't want to mess up no friendships or associateships. Okay. Didn't want to do that. But now,
Mm-hmm.
honey, baby, let me say this. I am 64 and menopausal. I am not putting up with no more bull crap from nobody about nothing. None of that. Because one thing about me, I don't have no problem getting this phone right here, finding your phone
Yeah.
number. I don't care if you're family or not. Find your phone number and go block, 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 block. I don't have no problem doing that. I don't have a problem doing that because that was what was my issue. Why I was in the predicament I was in because I allowed everybody to cross all my boundaries.
Far as me, man, I learned to once I got my peace back, right, Teddy. I think that's well, I'm not gonna say I think, but that's the main thing that I value right now is my peace because I realize
Yeah,
that's the peace of God. I turn off my phone now a whole lot after a long day of work. You know, because sometimes you need that mental,
exactly.
or if you work like I work, take a day off. Take a day off to recharge. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when we interact with folks throughout the day, you know that you might get some of their mess. They may get some of your mess. You know,
Exactly.
sometimes you just need to go home and just take a hot shower and go to bed. And then the thing with me, I also pray. I read my word. I find peace when me and God talk or when I spend time with God. You know, and stuff like that. And sometimes when I think of peace, I think of just me time. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you don't need. And I heard somebody, well, not somebody, but one of my big sisters, you know what I'm saying, that they once said, right, that you don't need everybody in the birthing room with you.
Come on
You
now.
know, you know what I'm saying? So that's so true. So whatever you is birthing during this time and in this season, right, Teddy? Remember, you don't need everybody in your birthing room, and your
Mhm.
peace is very important, and the peace of God. So, yeah, man,
Yeah.
I just understand now the difference between friends and sisters. I don't know exactly, and age play a lot too. It's funny that you use that age plays a
Yeah.
lot too, because I'm
Yeah.
at that age now where I'm just like, nah,
Yep.
like nah. So
Exactly.
I'm glad you said that. I'm at the age
Exactly.
where I'm like, nah. If it's not for me, nah. Learn to say no. No is very important. I
It
learned that.
sure is. I had to do that. That's why I say I don't have no problem.
Learn to say no.
Family. Mm-mm. I can call
Learn to say
them the
no,
worst
Teddy.
ones. Them the worst ones. Your family. And I don't have no problem blocking nobody because, like I said, I was allowing my boundary just to be crossed so much. Oh my gosh, I went through something, y'all. Woo wee! But look at me now.
Teddy,
I am so
no,
much better.
no will save you. All right. No will save you.
It sure will.
No. No will save you a lot of stress. It'll save you a lot of hurt. No will save you access. If they try to access you, no is definitely denied. You know,
That
so
part. That's right. That's right, Beyond.
I use no more. Hey, look,
Yes, that's right. You
Teddy,
got to.
sometimes you gotta say no.
You got
No
to. You got
helps,
to do that. You got to do
but
that.
and no is no. The word no reveals who a person is too. That's like saying no to a child and a child throw a fit.
Exactly. Because I used to be that. I used to be that child. I used to be that one. Be all
You
on the
know,
stove. Yep.
look, no. So that's just something to think about. You know,
Mm-hmm.
anything else before we get up on our wow? We've been on here for almost 2 hours, an hour and a
Yeah.
half. Man, I think I went past a
I'm
record.
sorry. No
No, no,
protect
no,
triggers. No protect
no,
triggers. Exactly.
no.
Exactly, Teddy.
Right.
It protect your triggers. Exactly. When you do that, you're right. You're on
Yeah.
the right. You're on the right path with that. Keep that same. Keep that same ideology. You keep it because that you're right. No protect your triggers because you let folks do stuff, and they take advantage of it. But this is what I don't like. I don't like when I'm your friend. One thing about me, if I get to know you and we become
Mhm.
friends, whether it's through just via Facebook, and all of that, and we just become, I'm your friend. And one thing
Right.
I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna allow nobody to have a negative thought around me about you.
You broke a
I
record
don't,
today.
I don't, I don't do that. I
Right.
don't do that. But what I don't like is when if I say we cool, okay. But what
Right.
y'all help me understand this? Help me understand what is when you think is all of a sudden if I'm your friend or your I don't want let me see I think I need to use the word associate. I really do. But all of a sudden, Breon, you stop talking to me. Right out the blue. You just stop Breon just stop talking to me and I'm trying to figure out why. 4 5 months, Breon ain't inbox me. Hey, how you doing? Now but I'm commenting. You ain't responding back.
Hmm.
Those kind of things that I don't understand. And
Right.
see, my grandma always say, God have his way of removing people from around your
Right.
circle. And so now,
Exactly.
right. So when I say the other day, and I got to thinking, I said, okay, God, I see what you're doing. I said, I'm gonna let you do this too. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let you do
Right
this
there, Teddy.
because certain people don't deserve to be in your circle. Okay,
Exactly.
some
Yeah.
people don't deserve to be in your circle. So why? And I would say to myself, why do I keep trying to bring these people in my circle when it's constantly? I'm actually seeing they don't want to be. Leave them alone. So I see
Right.
God is doing what He got to do. I see that,
All
and I
right,
accept that.
sis. All right. So sis said I broke a record today. Sis, I broke a record. I mean, look, man, a record is crazy, but yeah. And then what else she
There we
said?
go.
This
I want faucets,
the
not drains,
the,
girl. I love
the,
that.
the conversation was good.
I sure am. Look,
And listen,
you better come on now. You better come on breaking the silence. I ain't playing. You better come on. Let's do this. I love to talk, girl.
you try to come right. Hey,
But
you ain't mad.
would y'all believe I was so nervous about coming up here?
Stop it.
I was
What?
so
That's
nervous.
a good. That's a good thing. Then look, that's a good thing. I love it too.
I was so nervous. And let me ask y'all so since we all some podcasters up here, even though you've been doing it for a long time, do y'all still get nervous when you get ready to go live and do your own shows?
Do I
I
get
still do. I get so nervous, man, I can't think straight.
do I get nervous? No, because and I say that because I listen to music before I get on, or I have my piece. You know,
Okay.
I don't worry about the podcast and like that because I know who I got as a guest.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I still get nervous though. I still get
The vibe
nervous.
is different.
I don't
Man,
know.
try.
I never understood it. I
You
know
so right, Teddy.
coming on breaking the silence. Yeah. But now if you know if you tell me, look, we ain't gonna be here but 30 minutes, you tell me, I know how to do that. I know exactly how to shut my mouth. Okay, 30 minutes, what we're gonna do. But Breon ain't saying that.
Look, and that's why I'm just like, it's about to be time to go to bed soon. But
Okay,
yeah,
let's go. We can finish it up. We done.
all right, yeah, I don't get nervous. Yeah, you is right about that, guys. I had a great time with everybody that came in here this
Yes.
evening. Oh my God,
Yes.
oh my
Thank
God,
y'all for
and
coming
my
in here,
sister
Teddy.
came in and spoke for a little bit. Shout out to you for coming in. Thanks, sis.
Yes.
I
Thank
don't know
y'all. Where my
if
bell
you
at?
still
I need
here.
my bell. Thank y'all for
Teddy,
coming in.
you came in here. I was kind of shocked to see you in here. Wow. Breaking the Science podcast. I already know you're gonna be in here because I know you get the notification. Miss Ann's coach, and she come in here when I be having guests. So shout out to her too.
Yeah.
Shout out to her because she be coming in here too. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So
I love
so
it. I love it.
so this evening, right? If nobody don't know what K.W.U stand for, right? It stands for kicking it with us. And Coach Ann, she came this evening and she was kicking it with us, and everybody else came here kicking it with us too.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So, any last words,
No, I'm
Coach?
finished. Thank you
She
for having
is.
me. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for the questions. Again, I stated. I hope y'all got some little nuggets. But I am
I, I
y'all
love
follow
to
me.
be. Hey,
Y'all
yo,
follow me.
Teddy, you can. Hey, Teddy. Sorry, sis. Teddy, you can inbox me right now. I got three
Yeah.
vices. Look,
Yeah. Go ahead on it. Go ahead on, Teddy. Go ahead on it, Teddy. And inbox him. But I just thank y'all for coming in here, and I'm putting together something for next month or September it's gonna be on Zoom, so we're gonna have a really grown folks conversation.
let's go.
I'm gonna say.
Just send me the link. Look, just send me the link. I'm down.
Okay.
Wow. All right, everybody. Everybody, enjoy yourselves. Have a great night, my friend. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Okay. Have a blessed night.
Yes.
Y'all have a great night too. Teddy, we gonna talk. Breaking the silence. You know the vibe, sis. Much love to everybody, and we're out of here. Peace. All right. All right, y'all. I'm about to be out of here. Thanks, Ted. I appreciate you, man, for being here, brother. We'll chat soon. Hit me up anytime. Let me see what can I vibe to when I get out of here. I guess I'm out there vibe like this.
Light of the world, I'm ready to spark the word of the Lord, it's all in my heart. My name in the book of the Lamb, ain't worried about them streams, ain't worried about who topping the charts. Keep your opinions, ain't worried about you millions. I boast in the Lord, ain't worried about no demons. Yeah, me what I got is like hell what I can. I'm high on the Lord, I'm itching, I'm fiending. I got some brothers that hold me accountable. Tell all them demons the church is unstoppable. I got some sisters that preaching the gospel. I know with God ain't nothing impossible. They never stopping us, we will not quit. Stand on the word, we know it's legit. Gotta keep pushing, we gotta stay lit. Depend on the Lord, my God is so rich. I know that life get hard, but you gotta keep on pushing. I know the times are hard, but you gotta keep on. Reading Proverbs and I'm finally getting out. Every verse is telling me to watch who I'm hanging around. No names mentioned like a case with a missing file. Even see myself when I read it and break it down. I try to save them from themselves, they ain't wanna be saved. I had to realize some people don't wanna change. It's like I'm trying to hit the gas and ain't hitting the brake. That's why I gotta go and fast for a minute and pray.